Hey everybody, welcome back to Bottom Shelf Bar.
That's Paul.
That's Connor.
Paul, what is this?
This is something I'm very excited to try. This is Rabbit Hole Bespoke Gin. This is a London dry gin that is finished in Rabbit Hole's rye barrels. Rabbit Hole is known for their rye. That's like their focus. So this is really interesting to me because I love rye. Barrel-aged gins are a pretty small market right now. They may or may not explode, who knows. Probably not, because I feel like it would have already. But this is even more niche from there because it's finished in rye. And I'm just interested in what that's going to be like with the juniper of the gin.
Yeah. I'm not at all familiar with this as a concept. Honestly, I would not know that aged gin existed if it was not for Paul. And again, Paul refuses to play the bottom shelf game. This was $47 for him,
which is, by the way, $3 cheaper than the $50 MSRP.
So we're smart spenders here. It's time to taste it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I love rye. I love gin. I don't see what could go wrong.
It smells more like whiskey than gin, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's taste.
Cheers. Oh, that is very interesting.
Not really gin in the... it
I feel like the gin's there. It's pretty sweet. This is pretty
also
sweet.
Very sweet. It's not like gin that you might be familiar with.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. This reminds me more... I mean, it's not as juniper forward as I was expecting based on some of the reviews. But that like crisp gin taste is there, and that like smoky rye quality. It's weird because I feel like they should be at odds, but they're not.
Yeah, it works together in a way that is very unexpected and seamless.
Yeah, very unique. It's hard to describe it because this is weird.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that flavor a lot.
Yeah, it's extremely good, but
very smooth. It's got a really nice spicy aftertaste to me. The pepperiness from the juniper and the spice from the rye complement each other exactly like I wanted when I heard about this product, if I'm being honest, which is really nice. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
We'll continue to put it in things, but first, we must do a game. Not a lot of planning went into this recording session, so we're bringing back Tiny Cup Pyramid again.
You don't have to admit it.
Well, it's not going to cost me anything, so there are no stakes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Shit. Oops.
Oh no, they did stick together. Got it.
Alright, we're going to have a highball.
Yeah.
This is a highball. As you may know, I've mentioned it before, one of my favorite ways to taste whiskeys because you get a lot more of what's going on in the whiskey. Highly recommend.
So, we just drank a highball.
But the footage disappeared.
Like, it was recording for like 19 seconds and then it just stopped and we had no way of knowing that. So
yeah.
We finished drinking it and we're not going to drink it again. So we're just going to give you some quick thoughts now.
It's the juniper and the other botanicals come through really well. And instead of it being like waves of flavor, it's like the woodiness of the rye is there all throughout. So it tastes like drinking a forest, is what we said.
Yes, there was a lot of talk about slurping a forest.
Very tasty.
Yeah, it was a nice mixture of, like, refreshing drink with, kind of a complex whiskey or gin hybrid thing, whatever this thing really tastes like.
Yeah.
So now we're going to try to make a bee's knees with it, and hopefully the camera will continue to cooperate.
Also, I won the game, but it's not on camera now.
Yeah, it's not documented.
Alright, so this is kind of the return of two of our favorite cocktails, because they're basically the same cocktail, which is the bee's knees, 2 parts gin to 1 part lemon juice to 1 part honey syrup, and also the Gold Rush, which is 2 parts bourbon to 1 part honey juice, or
honey juice,
honey syrup to 1 part lemon juice. But since this is somewhere between a gin and a whiskey in flavor. It's kind of both.
So we're hoping that this is going to be incredible.
I'm very optimistic about this. It smells like smoky honey.
Ooh, yes.
Yep, that's good.
It is kind of like smoky honey. I'd say it's closer to a Gold Rush than to a Bee's Knees at this point.
But that botanical finish is so crisp. It really is.
It's a really complete drink. From start to finish, there's different things going on, but they're all really good. Ranging from like just straight up honey to like a little smoke to botanicals.
Yeah, that's really good. It right up front is like almost like sipping on a bourbon. I mean, obviously not quite, but you just get hit at first with a little bit of that smoke, a little bit of that tang from the lemon, and then it just evolves from there. That is really good.
Oh yeah.
Could maybe use a little bit of bitters. I don't even know what kind of bitters I put in it, but
Lemon bitters, maybe. Might be redundant.
Might be redundant.
I don't know. We've got plenty more to test it with.
Yeah, if you can buy yourself some barrel-aged gin.
That's called mead.
Fun fact about mead. No fun facts about mead right this second.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can buy yourself some barrel-aged gin and make yourself a Bee's Knees, you will not be disappointed. That is very tasty.
Yeah. Well, it's time to see if we're disappointed in ourselves after another game. All right, here we go again. 3, 2, 1, pyramid.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
My.
Oh, the sticky cups.
That might be the most
photo finish.
The most photo of finishes.
I have no idea who that went to.
All right, one more drink.
One more drink. This is going to be a special one. All right, guys. This is a Manhattan Riff of my own devices, of my own creation, of my own design. That's what I meant to say.
He's freewheeling tonight.
Yeah,
baby.
this is a Manhattan Riff of my own design. It is 2 parts of this Bespoke gin. Specifically, we're going a little bit lighter on the alcohol because both of the alcohols we're doing tonight are pretty high proof. So the typical recipe for this would be 2 ounces of barrel-aged gin, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, 2 dashes of orange bitters, and 1 dash of lavender bitters, as well as, instead of the typical cocktail cherry garnish, I made some cocktail blueberries for the garnish, which are blueberries that are basically kind of cooked in a honey syrup and imbued with gin.
Infused?
Sure, that. Anyways.
I have plenty of words. Whether they're correct or not, who knows?
This is basically a Manhattan Riff of my own derivation, and I'm very excited to try it because it smells phenomenal.
It smells mostly like bitters, but let's taste it. If you're a cocktail novice, this will be challenging.
I like this a lot. I drink Manhattans a lot. Manhattan's one of my go-to cocktails these days. And I always drink rye Manhattans, which makes this literally like perfect for me to try this. And I am a really, really big fan of what's going on in this drink.
There's a very nice spice.
There's a good spice. That lavender nose. Ooh. I'm using a Colorado lavender from... I can't read the brand from over here. But it's a Colorado lavender, so it's more of like a sage, like a floral sage kind of. Lavender and sage are in the same family.
Spiky purple plant. That's what I know about it.
This is good. Very sweet. Honestly, maybe even my biggest complaint is that it's pretty sweet. I could almost see making this with a dry vermouth.
Yeah, I could definitely make an argument for a dry vermouth. But it's, I don't know, it's still pretty well balanced, I would say. And it's got, I don't know, it has plenty of flavors. That That much is certainly true.
Yeah, the blueberry with the juniper is really good. And then that orange note, the orange nose brings out the wood and the spice from the cask finish really pleasantly. And then the Dolan Blanc just adds that floral quality that it always adds to everything. I love Dolan.
Yeah, it's a really good combo. And I'm going to eat these cocktail blueberries now.
Ooh, they're pretty ginny.
Well, ooh.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea.
Yep, yeah.
That tastes bad.
They're not great. I am in my infancy in creating cocktail garnishes, but they do have... I think they're supposed to sit longer as part of it. I literally made them today. They're supposed to go at least overnight, so that's part of it. But, I just used the same recipe that you use for, like, cocktail cherries and adapted it for blueberries, so...
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
we got one more game.
Cup. One last time. 3, 2, 1, go. Shit. I keep screwing myself up.
Oh.
So yeah, we're not going to give this a score because it costs way too much again. But
very tasty.
Very highly recommend. Really any barrel-aged gin, go out and try it, see what you think.
Yeah.
It adds quite a lot of dimension.
Yeah, literally the only complaint I could envision for this gin, at least coming from me personally, I drink lots of cocktails, so this isn't a worry to me, but I do think that for the cocktail novice, this might be kind of hard to use because I don't think it would, and this is also why I chose these specific cocktails. This would not replace other gins one for one.
No.
Depending on the cocktail. There's a good reason why I didn't, want to try. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine in a Negroni because it'd be similar to like a Boulevardier, but there's a lot of things where I don't know that this would go great. So you got to be a little careful with it. But it's delicious, and I love it. And I will probably be drinking a lot of this bottle in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. I honestly really like it by itself. So if you just want to drink it that way, I think you absolutely can. But that's up to you to decide if you should choose to get some barrel-aged gin. Until next time, this has been Bottom Shelf Bar. I'm Connor.
I'm Paul, and we're not really rating bottom shelf liquor anymore.
Yeah, it's just, as we've said, it's just bar now. So tell us what you want us to do. It can be literally anything. See you next time.